Well, hello everyone. This is Catherine of Catherine's Low Income Prepping and Survival. Today, I want to talk about living on a low income and the things that I have to do to get by. So, I want to ask you all. First of all, I want to tell you thank you for the people who have subscribed. I noticed that I have a couple of new subscribers. And thank you very much for joining. I wish there was a way I could look it up and see who subscribed. I did get an email on one though. I don't know if there's some way to find out with YouTube. If anyone knows and they want to comment and let me know how to figure out who it is that subscribed to me, that would be great. Anyhow, if you want to ask me any questions, you want to send me an email, I'll put my email in the comment section of this, not comment, but description section. And you can write me and I'll write you back. You can just go ahead and give me any suggestions you have. Tell me what you liked about the video. Tell me what you didn't like about the video. I would sure like to know because I'd like to improve my videos if I could. And because I'm kind of new to this, it would help me. I just got a pop-up I had to get rid of. Okay, so remember to like and subscribe if you're new. Thank you. And so here we go. As you know, this is all about low-income prepping and survival. I've been a survivalist first, and then as I got older, I kind of started doing the prepping. I guess I've always done the prepping, but after time, I've decided that, in the beginning, I always thought, well, just have a go bag and or a bug out bag or whatever you want to call it. But I would prefer to bug in. That would be my big plan. And here's my dog. You want to come by and say hi? This is Bucky the Wonder Dog. I wonder why he likes me so much. But anyhow, he's a nice little dog. He is. He's beautiful. Yeah, there you go. All right, here you go. Put you back down. You have a good day, Bucky. Anyhow, um, yeah, he's a big lover. He's really nice. I usually didn't like little dogs, but I like him. Most little dogs, they bother me, but he's pretty good. So anyhow, because I've always had bigger dogs most of my life, and hunting dogs. So let's talk about low income. So, we live on a budget, me and my partner. Have a fixed income. We both are on Social Security. We get a few other little things, and we live in a rent-controlled environment here in the apartment complex. This is kind of for older people and people who are on Social Security or disabled. And so we got a little more room than normal, but because it's a large apartment, it's 2 stories. We got a little storage unit out back. But anyhow, the rent, it's not that much cheaper. It is cheaper. I'm not going to complain. I'd rather pay the little bit that I'm paying right now than to pay as much as some other people are paying, because out on the West Coast, it was $1,400 for an apartment like this, at least, if not more. Here in Georgia, it's a little bit better. I really like Georgia because it's very economical to live in. I guess that's the best way to put it. Plus, it's more outdoorsy in the area I live in. I don't live in a big city. I live in a smaller city. And we got mountains real near us, the Appalachians or Appalachian Mountains, or however it's pronounced. There's been 2 or 3 different kinds of pronunciations I've heard from people around here. But anyhow, we got our rent, and we have our truck insurance, and we don't really have cable. We use internet, and we watch the stuff off the internet. and we get different channels to give out free on the internet, and so there's that fee. And then we got apartment insurance because we have a lot of stuff, and um, survival stuff, and electronics add up quick, and our clothes, even nowadays, everything's expensive if I had to replace the stuff. So we got apartment insurance for that. And there's a payment every month for that. The truck, of course. The good thing is we've paid most of the furniture off. We've paid the truck off. We've paid other things off. Right now, we're still working on paying down the bills. And so it's kind of hard because there's payments that go out for that. And that's the thing. Credit's great, but then you got to pay it back. So, it takes time. Uh, so, then we have a dog, which I just showed you, and a cat. And they're a cost within themselves. They're worth it, but they're a cost in themselves. I just went out, bought 2 big bags of food for the cat and the dog, and we store, I would say, 4 months worth of food, maybe 6 if we stretched it. And I bought some canned goods for both of them. And so, and there's other things. You buy them treats, you buy them toys, you buy other things. So there's costs involved, but they're worth it. I'm so glad that I have them. And of course, we don't really go out and eat. I've made a decision that we're not going to go out and eat unless we really need to, because we got to go do something, and then we get really hungry or something. But yeah, it's like we got to Burger King, get the Whopper and get the onion rings, and it's the real beef Whopper. I'm not a vegetarian. I'd rather eat a cow patty than eat the Impossible Burger. So it's all beef or all ham or all chicken, it's all real meat, and that's what you need. I don't know how vegetarians do it, but I guess, it's a free country. They can be vegetarians if they want to. So I've probably insulted some people now. But anyhow, we have to pay all the bills. We have to take care of different things. We've got many, many things that we got to budget in for. You need household items. You need stuff that wears out. Like sooner or later, we're going to replace our coffee pot because it doesn't work right. That's the best way to put it. For some reason, when you go to pour it, you have to take the lid off. It's actually a vacuum pot, and that defeats the purpose of having the vacuum pot to pour it. Otherwise, it dribbles all over the counter. I don't think I'm going to do that ever again. Get a vacuum one. Or maybe if I get one, I'll get it locally so I can take it right back. We had mail ordered this. We got it one year at Christmas. So, yeah, there's all these costs. And then, of course, food. And, there's plastic bags and tin foil and stuff like that. But I've actually got a couple of years' worth of that stuff put up. So as we use out of it, I replace it. We've got about a year, and I'd say 2/3, maybe a little more than 2/3, and probably 60 days short of 2 years worth of food. About probably 3 months worth of water. And then we got buckets, and we're lucky that if it rains here, which it does rain in Georgia, the water comes off and lands in the bucket, and we can take it. And I've got 3 different kinds of filters. So, we can filter through material first, and then we can, kind of like pours off. You can take a shower out there if the neighbors wouldn't complain. But it comes down so hard off the porch roof for the apartment. So anyhow, things cost a lot of money. I mean, dog food, 22 pounds for $18. Some of the dog food there was like $45 for 22 pounds. And this was the best deal I could get. That was still a decent brand. And, and then I got some pouches for $1 instead of cans, which I thought was interesting because it was cheaper than the cans. And I could have bought the cans when they were actually a dollar something more, or 6 pouches, I think it was. And it was dollar something more for the cans, I mean. So yes, you gotta figure all these things in, and then of course we're trying to save money, so we save a little bit every month. But then there's costs that come up, and like fell behind last month, but we caught mostly up this month and next month, where I have to have my tooth removed. Still got 3 more teeth that have to come out, and Bucky's come back to say hi to me, and that costs money because on Medicaid they don't cover extractions. So it's kind of hard. Everything costs so much. The only thing is gas is good here. You know, that's a good price around here. Uh, thank Governor Kemp for that one, because I've knocking the tax off there for a while, and that was really nice too. Anyhow, uh, it's just exasperating when I think about it, what things cost. But starting in March, we're going to be able to start saving money again. Ultimately, I want to get a piece of property and put a little cabin on it, maybe put a trailer on it while we're getting ready to have the cabin delivered so we can make the roadway in and make like a circle and then like have a fire pit in the middle there with a couple of chairs, and then we can just turn in and turn around. You can get land, pay $1,000 down and stuff, but you got to have money, because just getting the land isn't it. You've got to do a lot of work on the land, and you got to pay down for a little cabin. You got to buy a trailer. We don't even have a trailer yet, so that's our goals this year, is to save money for about half of what we're going to need. We're hoping, and then I want to get canopy for the back of the truck. So those are all goals, and they all cost money. So but I'm going to put a little bed in the back of the truck to begin with, and then that way, once we get the canopy on it, that way we can save money and not have to pay for motels and stuff like that. We can just go camp, pay a small amount for a campsite, and go from there. Anyhow, yeah, money. It's all about money, right? You know. Uh, what do you think about all this war over in Iran? Iraq. We're fighting Iran, but it's in Iraq and Syria and Damascus, and um, what's going on in Israel between them and all these people and stuff. I got this feeling we're heading for another war, another entanglement over in the Middle East. Uh, I really don't want to see that. Uh, please remember to like and subscribe on this video if you can. It only takes a second. And then you'll know when I make other videos. And, if you want to write me and ask me to possibly do something that, or find out about something that you want to know about, and that's low income prepping or survival type stuff, you could do that. And I would look into trying to do that, because, like I said, we don't really go out and eat. And it's easier to make the food at home. Like I made onion rings and chicken nuggets because my friend likes chicken nuggets and onion rings, and we had little potato wedges, and it was kind of a finger food night. And it was actually a lot cheaper, probably about $6, $7, instead of going to Burger King, which would have cost us around $17 or $18. Plus, we had to drive there. So it's fun to go out once in a while, but Anyhow, yeah, you got to live on a budget. We do, at least. And hopefully by starting in March and then in April, we'll be able to save some money up. Have you heard about the new stimulus? They say there's going to be a stimulus, but I don't believe them. There's always so many stories going around out there. They say there's going to be a raise to Social Security, again, a $200 raise. I don't know if anyone else has heard about that, but anyhow, just keep that in mind. Maybe that will go through, and if we get a stimulus, we can put that money away towards getting the piece of property. Yeah, because I estimate we're going to need about $4,000, maybe five, to get a piece of property and get it set up enough and pay down on a little cabin to be put out there besides a trailer. So anyhow, I'm running out of time. Remember, if you're watching this, you are the resistance, and tell your family and your loved ones how much you love them. Give them big hugs. All right. You have a great night.